Hello, Mr. Reader. I've got your 1.05 program here. Let's take a look at it together and let me give you some feedback on it. All right, so I pulled up your template. Has all this. Insert your pseudocode. Ask for their name, reply to the greeting, ask for favorite food, agree with that, ask for an animal, something insulting. Okay, so there's your pseudocode. That's your basic plan. I got to insert a copy of your code. Okay, that's not here. Let me see. Let me go back to Buzz and see. Did you put that in Buzz instead? Okay, so you got that in Buzz, and apparently you've got your pseudocode is part of your program in there. Okay, I can go with that. So let's copy this. Here's your code. Let's put it into a Python window, and let's run this here. All right, so got it all pasted in. Run program. Enter your name. I'm going to say Bob. Enter your favorite food. I'll go with pizza, and enter favorite animal, a dog. Okay, so here's our output. It worked fine. Got both three inputs. Hello, Bob. What's your favorite food? It really helped since when you run it, you can see that Bob Watts is put right together. So inside this quote, they put a comma and a space or something like that after their name. Like pizza too is all one word. So we should put a space after like and a space before two inside the quote because we want it to print that space. So put the space inside the quote. And then let's see. Okay, that doesn't have any space problems because we didn't put their favorite animal in that line, which is fine. We do have an extra character in there. I don't count off for spelling in there, but yeah, useless, I'm sure. And enter. Oh, the S went over there. S just got slipped from there over to there. Interesting. All right, so let's take a look at that then. After we put those extra spaces in there, if I said Bob and said pizza and dog. Oh, now it looks better. We got that extra. I put a comma and a space. Hello, Bob. What's your favorite food? Oh, I like pizza too, is separate words. Let's say what a useless animal. All right. So let's go back and look at the template. Interactive conversation. Okay, you've got that. 3 inputs. You do have 3 inputs. Assigned to variables. I mean, you assigned them to first name, fave food, and fave animal. That's good. That's good right there. At least once. Okay, this was missing. I didn't see any indexing or slicing. I'm going to put missing as a comment there. Concatenation, you used that because concatenation is anytime you have these pluses in your print where you concatenated this string literal with whatever they typed and also this. So you put 3 things together. So that was concatenation. You did that. Write the pseudocode. You have the pseudocode right here. And let's see. Oh, you don't have this. Always part 2. Well, we have these guidelines. Using comments, put your name, date, and description of the program. Nowhere does it say whose program this is. So we're missing that too. Let's put that. Let's see. Use meaningful names. You did that. Fave food and all that kind of stuff. And indentation. You did indentation because that you have to indent everything in there or it gives you errors. So it was good. You didn't have any errors in there. You got all that fixed. Let's look at your answers to the questions. It was to simulate conversation. Could be for a role-playing game or story-based game, absolutely. So you had a syntax error, but you fixed it because you didn't have some quotes, so you figured that out. Great job. And then double check. The only thing you do differently is just double check everything before I run it. Make sure I didn't miss those quotes. Make sure I didn't miss parentheses or anything. So, all right, that's all good. The only thing, we just missed the index and slicing, today's date, name, short description of the program. So how could we do indexing and slicing? So that was from lesson 1.04, the lesson before that. So we could add something like, we asked for their name right at the beginning. So we could put another line in there that says print and something fun to do with their name. So can I call you, quote, and I'm going to take first name and just take like the first 3 letters that they type. So I'll do slicing. I'll slice out 0, 1, and 2 stop when I get to 3. Remember, Python starts counting at 0 instead of 1. 0, 1, 2. I want the first 3 letters. I want letter 0, letter 1, and letter 2. So with slicing, it stops at this number. So I will not get letter 3. So let's run this program again. And let's say, oh, I got an error because I did not close. I didn't use the right bracket, and I didn't close my parentheses. Oh, before I put the parentheses, though, let's go ahead and put a question mark after it since I'm asking a question, and close the parentheses. So can I call you, whatever the first 3 letters are, and a question mark at the end? So, all right. Hopefully that got my error fixed. Okay, now it's working. What's your name? I'm going to say it's Ralph. Favorite food, pizza, dog. So can I call you Ral? See, it just took the first 3 letters. I sliced off the first 3 letters of whatever they typed. Can I call you Ral? So hello, Ralph. And I could just assume they said yes. I can make this indexing too. So I can say, okay, and then just to have fun with them. So let's see if that works now. Ralph, pizza, dog. So it says, so can I call you Ral? Hello, Ral. See, I just automatically assume they say yes. Hello, Ral. What's your favorite food? Oh, I like pizza too. See, there you go. But that's just a fun way you could add slicing in there, just using their name, or you could do it some other way. You could indexing means you're just taking one letter. Like if I just put just the 0, took out the 3, just made a 0 like that, it would just print the R, just the first letter. So you can have fun with it, doing however you want to, but that's the indexing slicing. Overall, pretty decent. You got the input statements, had some fun with it, had a conversation, just, got to put your name, date, and all that kind of stuff. And, you missed the indexing slicing. Not a huge part of the program, but it's there, and we missed that requirement. But otherwise, good job. Keep it up. Hopefully this feedback helps you going forward. Don't want you to miss things. And anyway, we'll see you in class.